Hello, folks. Star here. I've done the podcast. I just wanted to mention two things I completely forgot to talk about in the podcast itself. So it's basically just going to happen before the start of the podcast. First of all, I'd like to give a birthday shout to my good friend of mine on Twitter, Andy77. He'll be 26 now, but so he is. But this will be coming. His birthday will be over though when this comes up. I'd just like to give a big birthday shout out anyway, because the fact is he did it on his podcast for me, and it's like to return the favor, even though I completely forgot to do it, which on the podcast, which is my bad. And also to mention that I'll be guest on their podcast, so will be in the Radical Rascals episode 13, Unlucky 13. So I'm sure it'll be a pretty bad episode with me there to said it. So if you like my soothing dulcet tones, I guess, on this podcast, then check out the Rad Rascals podcast, which I'll be a guest host on. Well, guest, not guest host. So take care, guys, and enjoy this episode. Ciao. Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 7 of the United Gamedom podcast. It is I once again, Darren, aka Dow, and I am with us, of course, with my illustrious co-hosts once again, Dennis, aka D-Boy,
Hello.
and Derek, aka Gigastorm Z.
Hello.
Get it right this time, because he keeps saying Gigastorms, because I never knew the fact until you mentioned it there a few podcasts ago that it was actually something from Dragon Ball Z, because I always thought it was just Gigastorms.
Right.
So it was. So anyway, another podcast is here with us now, and we're going to go first into news, of course, games we've been playing, and of course, I'll find out later on what game that was chosen for me for the Gentleman's Challenge, because I gave Derek and Dennis a list of a bunch of games of a list for them to deliberate on and choose for me, and I'll find out my fate later on. And of course, we'll round it off with what we've been watching. So anyway, let's get into the news first, and apparently Dead Space 3 is going to have co-op, Derek?
Yeah, there's some rumors that appeared on the internet in the last week that there might be co-op in Dead Space 3, and that apparently the second player will be playing as a figment of Isaac Clarke's imagination. So that could be interesting. I don't know how that would work. Hopefully it's not like Tails in Sonic 2 where you just kind of don't really do anything.
Basically be a nuisance more than
Right,
anything.
right. And then it sounds like you might be playing on a desolate snow planet. So hopefully it's not like Lost Planet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I know Dennis would love that when you walk, because he loved Lost Planet. The fact is, he loved the fact that you like walked 5 miles an hour.
Yeah, man, I hated that game. The first
But
one.
if it's like the thing, that could be really cool. That's a great movie.
Yeah. But is
So
it confirmed that it's co-op?
As far as I know, it's just a rumor.
Just
Okay.
rumors at this point.
Okay.
Probably find out more maybe at E3 anyway, I assume.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't even know if they officially announced the game. I think it might have been an earnings call or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think they might have just briefly mentioned it or something. I don't know if it has been officially confirmed yet or not.
Oh, it's freaking obvious it's going out. Like, it's very obvious that it's going to be a Dead Space 3. So.
I still have to play Dead Space 2.
Yes, you do. Only a matter of time.
Maybe sometime soon anyway.
Maybe that's your game that we chose for you. Who knows?
Well, I didn't put it in the list, I believe.
So doesn't matter.
Yeah, I know. I give you a list. That's not the game. I didn't put that in the list, so fuck you.
All right.
So anyway, as well, moving on. There's apparently, well, Dennis, he
Yeah.
said rock band Led Zeppelin has been spotted on a film editor's resume.
Yeah, well, according to I got that news, I guess, from GameSpot. Apparently, somebody put down on the film editor's resume, rock band Led Zeppelin. So it has not been confirmed, and nobody's confirmed anything, not Harmonix, not Led Zeppelin or whatever, that the game is coming out. But I guess it would be if Harmonix want to make a shitload of money. That's probably the way to go because a lot of people are into Led Zeppelin, and I think that would be a very, very good selling game. If
Would you get it?
of course I would get it. Like, yeah, I think that would be one of my most anticipated games if it ever was announced that it's coming. That would be one of my most anticipated. I really love Led Zeppelin, so I would love to see a game based on their music. Would be very, very, very interesting. So,
Do they have any Led Zeppelin tracks in Rock Band now?
no, they didn't have any.
I don't think they ever did though.
Yeah, they don't
Oh,
have
wow.
like Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd. Uh, they don't have the rights to publish the music from them. So for now, there's no tracks from either of those bands, which are pretty huge bands.
That
You know.
sucks. Yeah.
So I guess maybe only a matter of time. Who knows? But it would be very interesting to see Rock Band Led Zeppelin come out. Keeping my fingers crossed.
I've only heard about 2 songs of Led Zeppelin, so I can't say I'm a fan.
Oh,
No.
wow. Okay.
So
You probably
I
heard
just
more
thought-
than you think.
Yeah.
maybe. Well, I know that the got was it "Give Me My Lovin' or something. No, what the fuck's the
Whole
name
Lotta
of the
Love?
song? Yeah, Whole Lot of Love. That's it. And
Yeah.
didn't they do "Stairway to Heaven"?
Yep.
I think.
Yep.
I think that's it. I think they're the 2 songs I ever heard. But then again, what Derek said might be true. It's like you might have heard a song and didn't know it's actually Led Zeppelin.
Yeah, you heard a song that was redone by another band, which probably a Led
Yeah.
Zeppelin song. So.
Yeah, cover version. Yeah.
I know Muse did a lot. Did a couple of Led Zeppelin songs and other bands also. I guess Muse
Mm.
could be another band that would be coming to Rock Band that a lot of people want to see on Rock Band.
They've had like I think Guitar Hero had a few of their songs.
I think so.
Like they
Yeah.
had Knights of the Sidonia was in Guitar Hero 3,
hmm
and I think I forget Mysteria. I think it was in
I think it's
Rock
it was in
Band, I
Rock Band,
believe.
yeah.
Yes, it was.
And a lot of Muse fans out there, so I think they would be interested in seeing a Muse Rock Band.
Or just DLC anyway for
Yeah.
more Muse songs.
Well, anyway, we'll keep our fingers crossed for that one. We'll see.
Yes. Anyway, now this news was actually sort of rumors last episode now that it was going to be a $99 Xbox 360, and then after they did the podcast a few days later, it was pretty much all confirmed
Yep.
that there is going to be a $99 Xbox 360 with it's 4 GB one with Connect, and it does have the $15 a month go fee for like 24 months or whatever. But not all as it seems. It doesn't seem to be a great deal because if you're going to go through that procedure, you're going to pay more in the long run than you are if you just bought those stuff separately.
Yeah.
I think it's about $40 more. And also more things is that there's going to be extra taxes and fees in addition to that $15 a month. And you have to be 18 and over. If you have a late payment, Microsoft will just go up and suspend your account. And there is termination fees as well, only termination fees, but basically it will cost you an arm and a leg as well,
Mhm.
depending on when you actually, cancel it.
It's like cell phone when you cancel your cell phone contract.
Yeah. So basically, what's the deal with this? Like, what's the point of this?
I don't know. I checked out the news. Like, I read what's online about the news about this, and I'm going like, who would actually want to do this? I can understand for cell phones and all that, but who would want to do this for an Xbox? Like, you can go out and get an Xbox with Kinect, and there's a bunch of bundles out there. Probably the same thing for you guys where you live, but I know over
Yeah.
here there's a bunch of bundles. Like, you get the Xbox with Connect, and you get like 2 or 3 games that come with them. And I'm guessing this thing doesn't have any games with it.
No,
think
just
so.
basically 4 GB hard drive, 360, and the Connect with it, and basically that's it.
So who the hell would get this? Honestly, I don't know how they think they're going to make money with this.
Yeah.
I can't see it.
And you have to have a credit. There has to be a credit check too.
Yeah, you have to be 18, I think, right? 18
Right.
over.
Yep.
Yeah, as I said, 18 over, subject to credit approval, basically. So basically, I don't really see the appeal of this whatsoever, though.
Yeah, if you have to go this route to get an Xbox 360, do you even have good credit? I mean, it's kind of weird to me anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kind of a weird thing they're doing there.
I don't know. Did you guys notice that like all the different websites that were reporting on this didn't mention any of this stuff? Like I read the terms and conditions of the contract, and that's
Yeah.
where all this stuff is listed, like the extra fees, credit check, 18 and over, the
Yeah, that's what I
suspension,
said.
all that. Like nobody reported on that at all. I mean, maybe somebody said something about the early termination fee, but that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so people actually would think, yeah, without knowing that stuff, they might think, oh, this might actually be pretty good overall anyway, though,
Right,
like,
yeah.
with that there. But then when they actually find out that stuff, it's like, oh my god, I just got fucking ripped off.
Fine print, people. You gotta read the
Right.
fine print.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's a ripoff. To me, it's a ripoff. Honestly.
So you wonder if
Yeah.
they're going to do that for the next Xbox, whatever it is.
Well, it
right
says
from the
Xbox
right from the
360.
get. Right, but I mean, you think maybe they're testing the waters and see how this does, and then depending on how this goes, they would do the same thing for.
Yeah, probably.
It's
But if
just-
this succeeds, man, I don't know what we're coming to. I mean, geez.
Yeah,
really
our
expensive.
video game systems are going to be like cell phone contracts.
Yeah,
Basically subscription services at the end of the day.
Yeah.
yeah, pretty much.
Just, I don't get it, though. We'll just have to wait and see how well it does,
Yeah.
though.
Exactly.
I'd be pleasantly surprised if it actually does well for them.
Yeah,
Yeah, me too.
I would be surprised. I would be very surprised, honestly, if this does well. I'd be very surprised.
So anyway, moving on. This is going to be a news story that a lot of people have been annoyed and upset about, though. That was basically confirmed this week, and that Bioshock Infinite has been delayed until 2013, February 2013, and there's going to be no shows of it whatsoever at E3 or Gamescom this year.
Mm-hmm.
So apparently, basically, the first thing we're going to see from it now is actually when it's out. There's going to be no footage of it whatsoever, I guess, from now until like near its release.
Yeah, I'm guessing beginning of 2013, probably.
Which does kind of suck though anyway for a lot of people though. Like I was looking forward to it, but I'm not really upset about it.
Mhm.
Like if this actually happened with Skyrim last year, I would have been fucking
Yeah.
really annoyed. Cause like I booked the week off work to play it, and I was like, oh fuck's sake, now that
Yeah.
week's just basically
Mhm.
wasted.
Exactly.
If that actually happened.
Yeah, well, I guess I was pretty upset because it's one of the games I'm looking most forward to this. I was looking most forward to this year, and that made me a little upset. So I couldn't wait to play this game. But I guess I'm gonna have to wait until February 2013. It's not the end of the world, so we'll see.
Yeah.
The world doesn't end in December. So
Yeah, apparently, yeah, that's the case now.
I was still on the fence about it. I wasn't sure if I was going to get it. I probably will get it, but
mhm.
I guess I'm okay with the delay.
I had it pre-ordered anyway, though, but so it is, so I was definitely getting it anyway.
Well, I was looking at the the release calendar for that month, and I was like going, I'm not really interested in this. Not really interested in this. Like Assassin's Creed 3, yes, but Resident Evil 6, more or less. And there's other games that I'm really not interested in that month. So, like, that was supposed to be my big game for that month. But we'll see. Well, I guess Assassin's Creed has to be good now.
A lot of people actually speculate, that the reason they delayed this, I forget what Ken Levine actually said, something about, making it basically great and all that there, but a lot of people saying, yeah, is that the real reason, or is there actually going to be something about, shove it aside to actually make way for Grand Theft Auto 5 to be launched
Yeah, I
around that
heard about
time.
that. Yeah, I read something about that. Could it be that Levine knows something that we do not know about GTA? Could it be that it's coming out and it's going to be the big game during that time? Who knows? Maybe Assassin's Creed is going to be delayed. Who knows? Maybe people are going to say, hey, GTA is coming out, so let's all delay the other games. So, well, probably Capcom will do it for Resident Evil. We'll see.
Yeah, anyway, I'll be looking forward to playing that game anyway,
Yeah.
though, whenever it comes out. As I said, if the end of the world doesn't happen in December.
Exactly.
But then again, wasn't the end of the world apparently for something supposed to end like this month last year apparently, and October with the whole rapture scene.
I think so.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Reverend or whoever that guy was.
Yeah, that guy that
Yeah,
said, it's the end of the world.
the guy looked fucking dead.
Yeah. It was the end of the world for him, but not for the other people.
Yeah, right. Now, this is basically something that I'm excited about now. So that Lego Lord of the Rings has been confirmed, apparently.
I guess though this is pretty much news to me too. I didn't.
Yeah, I put
catch
down that news.
this week.
I put down that news for you, Darren.
If it's like Lego Batman, that's cool because I like that game. I've never played the other ones, but I like Lord of the Rings a lot.
Yeah.
Is it going to be developed by the same company that does those other ones?
I think it is, yeah. I think it's Traveler's Tales. That's doing it. Yeah. I don't know. Is there a co-op? I haven't really, I saw the news and I was like, oh, that's cool. I'll put it down for Darren. But apparently Darren didn't read it, so I don't know.
Yeah, I'm looking at the news story here now. Apparently there's like an inserts in the toy line, because I know there's going to be a toy line if it was coming out.
Yeah.
And therefore it's just and there was a rumor for a while that there is going to be a game as well.
Mm-hmm.
So it was, but basically it's been all confirmed.
It's been confirmed.
It says
no details about the game.
No, there's just no details about it. It says neither Traveler's Tales nor Waterburns has responded to about it though, but I think it's apparently been confirmed anyway, which I'm very, very happy about, because I was quite into Lego back in the day now, and when I watched the Lord of the Rings films and when the whole Star Wars Lego and all them and Harry Potter came out, it's like the one franchise that I really wanted to see in Lego form was Lord of the Rings. I'm just finally glad that I actually have come around to it now. And I really hope there's a Lord of the Rings set for Minas Tirith. I would fucking buy that in a heartbeat. Because I think that would absolutely look fucking awesome in Lego form. And definitely would get it if it is the case. And I'll definitely be getting this game. Because I've got pretty much all the Lego games except for I haven't got Pirates of the Caribbean or the 5 to 7 Harry Potter or Batman 2, which is coming out soon. But I'll definitely be getting this.
Yeah,
definitely.
The last one I played is Harry Potter, the first one, the first years, 1 through 4. Didn't really enjoy that one. I stopped buying after that. But yeah, I guess it's going to be Lord of the Rings is a pretty big franchise. I know they were talking about Back to the Future, and I don't know how they're going to proceed with that. But yeah, Lord of the Rings is quite logical for a Lego series, I guess.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely. I agree. So anyway, Dennis, a game that we pretty much all we've been getting next week pretty much is Diablo 3, and it's apparently setting pre-order records.
Yeah, well, apparently Diablo 3 selling very well in pre-orders. I think GameStop said it was its biggest, highest-selling, highest pre-order game of all time, I think.
Yeah,
it's
Amazon.com's most pre-ordered PC game of all time.
Yeah, Amazon, yeah.
And Amazon, yeah, sorry. And also, I think Blizzard said it was their most pre-ordered game of all time. So that's
exactly, yeah.
That's pretty big. I'm guessing there's going to be a lot of people playing Diablo starting next Tuesday, so I'll be one of them because it's already on my computer.
Yeah, I pre-ordered the collector's edition and it's been shipped, so probably get it maybe Monday perhaps. But as Derek told me, I probably won't be able to play it until Tuesday because the servers won't be up,
Yeah, and probably
Right.
the servers won't be up.
which sucks.
That's PC games for you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of people playing that game. It's going to be very interesting. It looks very good. I'm pretty hyped about it. So can't wait to see how it goes. Probably going to beat all sorts of records when it comes out. Probably people are going to get it like Tuesday, and it's going to be sold out everywhere. So we'll see.
Yeah, no, it's this big week for you. Next week, pretty much, I said basically it's the week of the threequel, pretty much next week with Max Payne 3 and Diablo 3.
Yep, exactly. I'm getting both games. I'll play both of them, and should have something next time where we do this podcast, which should be in 2 weeks, I guess.
Yes, because I'll be working next weekend, unfortunately, and I don't like to do podcasts sort of when I'm working, unfortunately. So the next one, just to let you know now, that it won't be for another 2 weeks.
Yep. So we'll have an update on you guys on those games, and see how we're. Well, probably not those games because I think I'm going to be the only one playing Max Payne 3, but all three of us are going to be playing Diablo.
Yep. And finally, Derek, Dishonored release date has been confirmed.
Yeah, October 9th when Dishonored comes out. If anybody doesn't know what it is, it's kind of like a steampunk single-player Bioshock type game, sort of.
Yeah, I'm going to have to look up.
There's a trailer that came out a few weeks ago, a cinematic trailer.
Yeah, and looked very good.
Looks pretty neat, yeah.
I'm actually. It just reminds me of Assassin's Creed in a way, as well.
Yeah,
Sort
there
of.
was some parkour stuff like on the
Yeah,
rooftops that maybe look like Assassin's Creed, but
yeah, but like it's basically a steampunk game, and it's set in this European city called like inspired cyberpunk city called Dunwall. And it looks very good indeed, though. Like I looked on the site though, and it's like people talking about it as well, showed concept art, and then seeing the trailer, it's like, yep, this is a game I'm very much on my map now. And
yeah,
it's just nice to see a new IP though as well, because a lot of the stuff that's coming out later this year is pretty much sequels.
Yeah, sequel mania.
Yeah, it's like Borderlands 2, Halo 4, Call of Duty pretty much.
Yeah.
And it's just nice to see something actually new that looks pretty exciting to come out, and I'm sure there'll be more stuff from E3 as well.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully we'll see gameplay footage of it in E3 and see what it looks like.
I would think so. If it's coming out on October 9th, they would
Yes,
want
exactly.
to have it at E3.
Of course.
Yeah.
So
Of course.
should be good.
Yep.
So anyway, that's pretty much all for news now. Now Derek just wants to mention something before we head on. So Derek, take it away.
Yeah, in the last couple of weeks, there's been some big changes over at G4. Adam Sussler, who has been there for 14 years, co-hosting X-Play back even when it was Tech TV, has left the company. There's not really any details on how or why he left. Sounds like maybe it was a contract dispute. So I don't know if he quit or if he was fired, but
Was it something like could be like something like Gersman happening in 2007?
yeah, I don't know. There isn't anything like that mentioned, but
Right.
so he's unemployed right now and he's making the podcast rounds. He was on the latest Giant Bombcast, and then I don't know. He's posting a lot on Twitter about the different things that he's been working on. I guess he's kind of just enjoying the time off. But I really like his views and his commentary on the games industry and his reviews. So it's a shame to see him go, but I mean G4 has been kind of going downhill ever since it became G4. Back when it was Tech TV, it was great, but it's becoming just another Spike TV where it's geared towards
The big franchises.
teenagers who are looking for
Oh yeah.
Call of
boobs
Duty.
and swearing and
Oh yeah.
stuff like that.
Tits
Yeah,
Tits and ass.
it's pretty much and then they just play cops like all freaking day and cheaters. So
Bad boys.
I mean, it's a shame that he's left X-Play because he's been there for so long. But I mean, hopefully he gets into something else that lets him, continue to speak his mind and his reviews on games. And then Kevin Pereira, who has been a longtime host of Attack of the Show. I'm not sure exactly how long, probably like 10 years. He's leaving as well, but it sounds like he's leaving on his own accord, and he's going to be working on his own business. I think it's called Lead Up. I don't really know what it is. It sounds like it's some sort of convention thing for gaming of some sort.
Okay.
You can go to his website, kevinpereira.com, and look at it. But he's leaving right before E3. I don't know if I think it's May 31st, but he might still be there during the E3 live show. They always do a live show on G4 for E3.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I used to watch Attack of the Show a lot, and I do like him. But ever since God, there's some people that left on the show way back that I just stopped watching it, and it turned into like Spike TV where you have tits and ass and Call of Duty shit like all the time.
Yeah.
So I just stopped watching. But yeah, definitely some big changes over at G4, so don't know what's going on there, but stay tuned. Who knows?
Yeah, it's interesting.
I've never really been like the only really set thing I really was like the GameSpot pretty much back in the day. I never really visited other places like
Yeah.
G4 and out there, but I know a lot of people from online that I know of really enjoyed watching that stuff on X-Play and G4 and like Adam Sessler stuff. Like the only thing I've ever watching of Adam Sessler was this video he did responding to comments of the Killzone 2 review,
Mm-hmm.
and he was pretty pissed off with some of the comments as well, which was pretty entertaining. But that's pretty much all.
Well, for the longest time, G4 was and is still like the only video game TV channel, although they've been moving towards the whole general entertainment format for a while now. But for a lot of people, that was one of the only ways to watch video game trailers and footage, because it's been had been around since before the internet got really big.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't really see a whole lot of video game like channels or shows nowadays anyway on TV.
No.
Like there was a bunch back here in the 90s, a few video game shows. Like there was one called Games Master, and then it later spawned a magazine which I still collect to this very day. It's been going for like 20 years next year, and there was this other one called Games World, and like I really enjoyed them now. But like they were basically like these contestants playing these like current games that were out at the time. It's pretty cool.
Oh, it sounds like Video Power or something.
Yeah. So you just basically play like Games Master was that this like child came on and basically you're given this task by the Games Master in a certain game, like you have to do this task, and basically if you do the task you get this like golden joystick thing in this case, which was pretty cool looking.
Okay.
And the Games World was kind of similar though as well, it was like a bit different. But like I really enjoyed those shows, and I would like to see something like that happen again though, but they wouldn't really thrive though now, but maybe online they would.
Yeah, probably online, because everything about video games is pretty much online, I guess, now.
Yeah, all you do see nowadays on, TV is like
Commercial.
trailers or, trailers and the commercials for trailers and, flipping bad stories about games and news and things like that as well.
Yeah.
There's Game Trailers TV still. I think there's Electric Playground. That's all I really know.
Okay.
Besides, the shows. So,
Right, so... Oh, go ahead.
We want to go on to the games we've been playing?
Yes, I'll probably go first now since I'll take the fucking longest.
Yeah, go ahead.
My 20 million games I've been playing here, but I'll just briefly mention a few of them anyway though, because I've already talked about a few of them before anyway, so I'll just talk about the ones that are new this week. On Trials Evolution, I played like a bit of it like last weekend there. Still suck at that game, big time. Rainbow Six Vegas 2, of course, played it with Dennis there last Sunday.
Yep.
After the podcast again, played some Terrorist Hunt, and still fun as hell. Still still a good game. I should play more of it though, maybe some time to time. I like to make it like some sort of, regular session.
Yeah.
Not like every weekend now, because we'll just get tired of it again.
Yeah, that's right.
And Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 2, I went back into it as well. Still really enjoy that game. Still a fun game. This nice little fighting game with cool little QTE cutscenes, pretty much. And I played a bit of Battlefield. I should have mentioned this last week though, because I think it was the week before, but I played some Battlefield 3, like multiplayer, with a few guys I talked to on Twitter and that, which was quite fun. And I know, did you play it online at all in Battlefield 3, Dennis?
Yeah, I played a little bit of that. Yeah, I played a little bit of online in the game. Not a whole lot. I played maybe 1 or 2 sessions, and I
Right.
had nobody to play with because some of my friends who got the game like played a little bit and said, "Oh, this is not Call of Duty," and they stopped playing. So I don't know. They
Yeah,
prefer the Call of
if
Duty thing.
yeah, if you like just getting killed every 5 seconds, go play that game, because that's pretty much what that. Like, I actually prefer Battlefield 3. I actually think it's a more enjoyable game now, and I do slightly better in it than I do in Call of Duty anyway.
Mhm.
Like, there's sometimes you get annoyed because you don't know why you died or got killed,
Mhm.
but like it's not like to the frustration of Call of Duty now.
Yeah, Call of Duty's pretty frustrating.
Yeah. And I got the DLC, that Back to Cortland one, and I believe there's one coming out soon, another DLC for it, I believe. I'm
Okay.
not entirely sure now.
Probably.
But like, you should try it out though. Should play it sometime anyway. Maybe not this weekend, but like maybe next weekend or the weekend after. So whenever we're not really playing anything else, to tell you,
Sure.
should.
Should try it out.
Rhythm Thief, still playing that, still really enjoyable game though. Just fun as hell, rhythm mini games. And as I said last time, for those who enjoy those little rhythm games, this is definitely one to pick up. Basically pick it up when it comes out in North America in July, and if you're in the UK, pick it up now, because it's a great 3DS game. Now, in terms of, I've been playing 3 new games this week. One of them is actually a game that was developed by the same developers that have done Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 2, and that is Asura's Wrath. And let me tell you, this game is all kinds of crazy shit. If you kind of like sort of Dragon Ball Z, like kind of sort of weird fucked up anime, these like fucking like anger and like charging up and all this sort of stuff, like those kind of animes, this is the game for you, because it's pretty much an anime in video game format.
With QTEs, right?
You have QTEs and like some action in between as well. Like, I was gonna get this game, I had it pre-ordered. So I did. I had it pre-ordered before it came out, but then I realized I was like seeing people playing the demo, and it's like, oh, this is not. It's like mostly QTEs. And like, I like QTEs. I don't mind them. A lot of people think they're overdone.
Like me.
Yeah.
Yeah, me
So
too.
if you don't like QTEs, then you're not gonna enjoy this game as much, perhaps. But I don't really mind them. I do like them from time to time. There is another game, Ninja Blade, that's pretty much kind of similar with in terms of the QT Central. So they are.
Yeah.
It's a fucking really great game in my like the QTEs are mad. Like some of the stuff that's happening on screen when you have to do these QTEs is absolutely just nuts. Like, there's like a button point where it's this big giant ass fucking guy that basically covers the earth, like he's basically over dominates the earth, pretty much, the planet, and he puts a fucking finger down into the earth and tries to squashes you. You're this tiny fucking little ant, and he's like this big giant fucking massive like finger coming down, and you fucking like, having to hold on to it, and then he just fucking power up and you basically kill him by this. You basically this giant fucking planet-sized bloody thing gets destroyed by you, and you're like this tiny insignificant ant pretty much in size. And just other shit as well. Like this one as well, you get stabbed by a sword. It fucking goes through the length of the planet as well. And things like that as well. It's just absolutely nuts. And I got it for £14.50 on eBay. It's like the promo copies, but there's like a leather label on the front of them.
How are you able to play a promo copy?
It's because I got it on eBay. Like some people are selling it on eBay. It's just those promo copies. It's basically the full game, which is sent out to certain reviewers and out there.
So it's like
People-
a retail game. You don't need a debug kit or a modded kit.
No, it's just basically the retail. It is the retail game.
Oh, okay.
It's just basically it's just the same cover except there's this little yellow thing. It's basically said promotional copy, not for resale. So basically they just ignore that.
Huh.
At the end of the day, and it's just basically it's just the same. It's just basically there's no manual though. It's just basically this disc though, just like looks different to like the normal 360 disc anyway. Like I actually have Castlevania Lords of Shadow as well promo copy, which I got like a week before the game actually came out. So it did.
Huh.
Pretty much I got it early. Great game though. I very recommend checking it out though. Like I was gonna wait until it came out, went down in price, and then just got on eBay there that promo copy, and I'm pretty much satisfied with what I played, and hoping to finish it off this weekend or maybe early next week.
You can buy that DLC. That's like the ending or the third ending or
I
whatever it is.
actually I've done that already. I have that already downloaded, so I do. Had to get 1,000 points, of course, for it though, because I fucking hate the point system. Absolutely goddamn hate it. Because I had like 30 points or something.
Oh,
and
your
left.
Xbox points.
Yeah, and the thing's 560.
Okay.
So I had to get the 1,000 points.
Okay.
That's the thing I like about PS3 though, even though they still have to kind of have to buy them in certain quantities, like £5 or £10 or whatever. At least they're in real money,
Mhm.
Yeah.
as opposed to this here. And the thing is as well, like if whatever you have left over, it goes like say you get another game, you basically that gets deducted from that there as well, and then you just pay the remainder, which I like as well.
Okay.
Akai Katana. You're probably saying, what the fuck is this game?
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, no idea.
Do you know the developer Cave?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, the build hell shooter guys. To some of you guys, basically their latest game out on the 360, and it is of course another bullet hell shooter, shoot 'em up. Basically it's a horizontal one, so it's basically from left to right.
Mhm.
And it is great. It's very enjoyable. I finished it there because these games are like an hour long or so,
Yeah.
and I got killed like loads of times because I suck at these games. And I do commend people who are really good at these games who can go on in the games for without losing any continues or something,
Yeah, that must
which
be.
basically equates to the Japanese community.
Mhm.
But there is a few people I know from YouTube and Twitter that really like their cave shooters and are actually quite good at them, and practice and try to play through the games and finish them in one continue.
Mhm.
So,
So
do you have Dodonpachi Resurrection?
yes, I mentioned it in one of the earlier podcasts, so I did.
I tried to buy that from Zavi because it's like 15 or 10 pound, which is like 20 some dollars. But it wouldn't there's some error with the checkout process, and then of course I get a call from my credit card company that there was fraudulent international charges, even though it was me. I don't know what's going on with that website.
Was that the Power Rangers beep I heard there?
Yeah, that was my cell phone. That's my text message.
Alright, that's awesome. I just heard the beep. I was, oh my god, Power Rangers.
Yeah, it took a while to find that.
Yeah, I instantly
That's pretty
recognized
cool.
that.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a good game. Like they go in the budget titles really here. Like just sell for 25, 30 pound, which is equal to $40 or $50 over in the States and Canada. Those budget titles anyway.
Mhm.
It's a good game though. Doesn't have online. It's basically local co-op anyway, which kind of sucks though. But they're good games. So I've got Dodonpachi, like I mentioned. I've got Death Smiles as well, and there's a bunch on the iOS as well, which I'd rather probably just, if I had an iPad, I'd probably rather just play them on it rather than, like, the iPhone.
Yeah,
Like,
I've seen those on the on the App Store, but they're like 10, $15 or something.
yeah, they're pretty dear, but sometimes they go on sale, so they do anyway. They tend to go on sale like quite regularly. So, but like I said, I like to try some of them out as well. But the thing is, there's no point getting them on the iOS because your finger pretty much takes up half the screen.
Mhm.
Well, on the
Anyway.
phone, yeah.
Yeah, but like in the iPad, it'll be much easier.
Right.
Okay.
I like to get an iPad sometime, but the problem is too fucking expensive.
Yeah.
It's worth it, I think. I bought one when the new ones with my tax return. I like it a lot. It's definitely worth it.
Which one is it now? Is it just 16 gigabyte, is it?
Yeah, I just got a 16 gig Wi-Fi only.
Yeah, I'd probably just get the cheapest one anyway, though. Like I think the new one here is like £400. I think on the Apple Store. It's £399 for the 16 gigabyte one. Maybe if I do rake in some money, if I actually find like a £500 on the street or something, which is no way, then I'll probably get it then. Because I something like I was one of those kind of guys back when the iPad was first like unveiled, and I was like, why would anyone get this? It's just a bigger iPhone. But now I'm actually coming around to I actually want to get this.
Well, it's cool because you can watch, Netflix on there or HBO Go or, Hulu, which it's kind of neat. I mean, it's,
Yeah, you
like
can watch them on
10-inch screen, but it's still, kind of neat. And it looks really good. The screen quality or the image quality is great.
Yeah, I know. Like, yeah, definitely. Yeah, I can definitely see that anyway.
I mean, it's fast.
Like,
It's faster than my laptop. My 6-year-old laptop.
well, if that's if it's that old, then definitely it's going to be faster than
Yeah.
the laptop anyway.
Only thing I don't like is it doesn't have flash on it. Which, I don't
Yeah,
like.
that's the real detractor for those Apple devices, in my opinion, as well.
Yeah, they can't have flash, I think, right?
It's just kind of flash.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I do. Because there is certain times I want to click on a video on YouTube and it says can't load it. It's like, oh, this is not suitable for the mobile devices.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, that's a different issue, not a flash.
Yeah, but like there's sometimes you want to watch a video, but it's like you need Adobe Flash needs to be installed. It's like, oh,
Yep.
shit.
No, I can
So
watch
anyway,
it on my Android. I have no problem with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have an Android phone.
No, I just have my iPhone 4. And finally, I seen on GameSpot that they were giving away beta codes for the Secret World, and I registered for one. Downloaded the game, downloaded the beta, which was like 11 gigs or so,
Jeez.
or 11, 12 gigs, and it took about maybe half an hour at my speed,
Oh, that's good.
maybe a bit more. So that's just the wonders of having 70 odd megabyte download.
Yeah.
I suppose I've basically this time last year I've had to download that with the Sky one I had before with 6 megabyte. It would take fucking forever.
Yeah, I remember you having
I
problems before.
would have had that. I probably would have had that on for maybe 5 to several hours anyway, 5-6 hours maybe more.
Mhm.
I downloaded it though and played about an hour of it yesterday, and it's an MMO. For those who don't know what it is, it's basically this MMO by Funcom. I think it's Funcom it's the ones who did the Longest Journey and Dreamfall
Yeah.
games.
Did they do that Conan one, or is that a different company?
I think it was them as well though, but I don't know. I think it's the same thing, but I don't exactly know to tell you the truth. I think it was Funcom, but I don't know if it's actually the same team.
Mhm.
But I know it's the same team as
Yeah,
like
it's
the
Age of Conan,
Dream-
Funcom. Yep.
yeah, Dreamfall and The Longest Journey. And it's basically the same MMO. It's kind of it's basically set in current day, and the unique thing about this is it's not basically you don't pick a character, you pick a class, and then basically you're set. You're restricted to certain things. You can't equip this, you can't use this or something. Basically, this game basically shoves out all the signs. Basically, you can basically be whatever you want though. If you want to use magic, go ahead. If you want to just be melee and magic though, like go ahead and all that there. Because the thing is, it's basically you can basically choose the character you want to be. Kind of like in Skyrim.
Yeah, that's what I
Like in
was gonna
Skyrim,
say.
you're not restricted to like a mage or
Mhm.
warrior. You could basically, I can use magic. I could just use melee. I could be like a hunter as well. And this here as well, you could basically be those kind of different things, and it's just different abilities. You can use you can use like ranged weapons like shotgun or assault rifle, or you can use like like kind of like elemental stuff.
Mhm.
Like lightning and that there, and just the way it just reminds me of Infamous, and like melee stuff like hammers and swords and things like that as well. And I said I played about an hour of it or so hour out of it yesterday. It was in London, so it was first of all, and then you go into this like portal and you go up in Kingsmouth then, which is like in America, I believe,
Mhm.
and I just stopped playing it though because I was getting annoyed though in this mission. We basically had to shoot these zombies. Basically, what it looked like to me was like it was like Left 4 Dead. It reminded me of Left 4 Dead
Okay.
because you had to like jump on cars to set the zombies to come on you and all that there as well. That's little quest. The thing was just annoying though, it was just so fucking many players at the time though that you'd fucking be there forever.
You mean you had to like wait your turn for the thing to respawn? So
Yeah,
you
you
had
have
to,
to wait your turn.
yeah.
You have to because like sometimes a bloody zombie would come at you and then someone else would target it and kill it before you had the chance.
Yep. Yep.
Pretty much, it's like I did it like there was like a bunch of tiers for them. Like you did basically first of all you had to like kill a bunch of them, and then you had to jump into cars to alarm them, and then like the next one, which is where I dropped off, is that you had to ignite these cans to draw them in. But like I said, I can't be bothered with this now. Just waiting too long, trying to kill the zombies and the players kill them before you get the chance.
Mhm.
But pretty much I played this beta for an hour odd yesterday, and I pretty much pre-ordered the game afterwards because
You
I
enjoyed it?
actually think this is an MMO action I could actually can get really into,
Okay.
and also it's voice acted. So if you enjoyed that in Star Wars: The Old Republic, it's pretty much quite similar in this here as well.
Okay.
So what's the appeal? Is it the fact that you can just play it like Skyrim or
Yeah,
what?
it's not there as well. I like the setting because most MMOs are in like fantasy settings
Or sci-fi? Yeah.
or sci-fi, and this is kind of like current day, which is nice. It's just a different change. It looks pretty cool, and like the whole character progression system as well, and that you can put your points into this here and you can put your points into that there. Yeah, just those pretty much that stuff there. Is sort of what appeals to me though.
Yeah, I did get a beta code. I just haven't taken the time to download the 11 gigs, which would take all night probably at my 10-15 meg connection.
So basically your speed sucks compared to mine. Yeah,
All of
it did take.
America's sucks compared to yours.
Yeah, I'm actually a little faster than like a lot of ones in America though. Like if I was like, yeah, I've got 8 to 10 megabyte download DSL. I was like,
Yep.
fuck, I got fiber optic, bitch. I got 74 megabyte. I could download 11 gig fucking game in like fucking 30 minutes to an hour,
Yeah, that's pretty
which
good.
would take me
Yeah.
fucking ages otherwise if it was lower.
Mhm.
Yeah, that Secret World game was at PAX when I was there in 2009, and like they didn't have any gameplay footage or even any trailers. They're just like, I don't know, they were just kind of getting the word out, I guess, and they were giving away like buttons and like you could sign up for like newsletters and stuff, and that's pretty much all you could do. And like I had no idea what it was, but I got some buttons for the different clans or something.
Yeah, it's like these different clans. Like the only one you can play at the moment is the Templars in the
Okay,
beta.
yeah.
That's the only one you can
Yeah, that
choose.
sounds
But
like
there's like
fun.
other one. Yeah, but there's the other ones. There's like the dragons and the Illuminati as well,
Right? Yeah.
which
Sounds-
I'm sure you'd be able to choose and like you covers in the full game.
Definitely.
But no, I really did enjoy this, so I really did enjoy it though, and definitely pre-ordered it and got like an early access pre-order code, which I
So
registered
it's a
on.
monthly thing. It's not free to play.
No, which will probably I'll be the case. I'll probably play for the first month and like say, yeah, I'll probably just play enough of this to get my fill and then to stop playing it.
Yeah.
Because I'm not a fan of subscription services really, unless I really get into this, which, despite the fact that I enjoy it, I probably won't.
Hmm.
But I probably enjoy it enough anyway.
Probably need somebody to play with before you
Yeah.
can commit a monthly fee.
Yes, that is one of the things as well that stops me from playing other MMOs, is because I like to play with more people I know.
Yep. Yeah, that's the main reason
And-
I stopped playing the Old Republic is because nobody was playing it that I knew, and I was like, well, I'm not gonna pay a monthly fee to play by myself,
Yeah.
which I did up until level 40.
Yeah.
I did the first month though as well. Like I did the 30 days and then like I paid for the other month
Yeah, I paid
subscription.
for like one or 2 months. So
Even though I didn't basically play it that month anyway, I think I just stopped. I forgot to cancel the
Yeah.
subscription.
Yep.
Like that was pretty much the reason why.
But I do want
But
to
yeah,
play the game more, if you guys want to try it out. Or, I mean, I'd be willing to try out that Secret World beta and see how that goes.
Well, the thing is, it's only this weekend though.
Yeah,
So
well, I got a code. I just haven't taken the time to.
you basically, yeah, if you have to download it now and try it out, then basically you best do it now or whatever,
Yeah.
because take you a while to download it then. But like there'll probably be other beta weekends. It's like I think it's like next month anyway,
Oh,
in June.
Yeah, I think
That's,
it's
'cause
close.
that's the date.
Pretty
I think
close.
it's 22nd of June. That's the day that it was on the site I pre-ordered it from.
Okay.
So it was. But yeah, I did enjoy it though, and there was a bunch of players there. Anyway, it just kind of annoyed me though, and hopefully now it'll probably be the same though when the game comes out. There'll be loads of players there, and maybe best just to play it at an hour or so when there's hardly anyone online,
Hmm.
so you can get the
yeah.
quests done. But yeah, no, I really enjoyed it though, and definitely be trying it out and probably give you my impressions in future episodes.
Cool.
That's it. I've gone on for like what 15, 20 fucking minutes. So
You got a lot of games. So.
yeah, I told you I should have. I think it was best for me to go first since I was pretty much going to take the longest anyway. So anyway, let's get going with what you've been playing, Dennis.
My turn? Okay. Well, I got for my Gentleman's Challenge last week Homefront, which I played a little bit at the beginning of the week. I got to the exact same place that I was when I stopped playing this game, and then I remembered why I stopped playing the game. I'm at a place where you have to fly a helicopter and shoot down like trucks that are trucks that are covering a convoy that you have to steal. You have to take over to continue the game. And as soon as you fly over the convoy, you get shot down. And I've done this like for 10, 15 times. Each time, same place, I get shot down. And I cannot figure out how I have to. And I'm playing on the easiest setting because I kind of want to get through the game.
Did you check online for like
Videos,
strategy?
yeah.
Yeah, I would have to check online, but I just got discouraged from I tried to do all sorts of different things, like fly the plane high, fly the plane low, helicopter high or low, and still couldn't figure out how to get through it. So I just abandoned the game for now. But I have until June to finish it, I guess. So yeah, it's that part is really not enjoyable. The rest of the game that I played before that, pretty good. Not extremely extraordinary, but it's still pretty good. It's very different. You can't. It's a straight up shooter. Like you have no level up. You have no special powers. You have no stuff like that. It's just run and shoot, and you run out of ammo very quickly. So you have to change guns pretty much all the time.
Well, so it's not like Call of Duty then, which basically bullets are like ammo's
Infinite,
everywhere.
Yeah, I know. Well, guns are everywhere, but you have to change guns. Like there's there will be some spots there. If you take a common gun, you'll have some ammo because well, the common gun is like you have no red dot sight, you have nothing, you just have a gun and you shoot with that gun. But if you want like special, I guess quote unquote special guns that have red dot sight or a cog sight or something like that, you have to pick up guns that the other like the NPCs drop. So you pick up a gun and you use that gun for what maybe 5 minutes, and then you have to drop that gun, pick up another gun, and you know.
Oh, that would be
That's a
annoying.
little, yeah, that's a little annoying, but and it's very straightforward. Like there's no, as I said, no leveling up, no special powers, no nothing. So it's pretty much you run, you shoot, and that's pretty much it. So it is somewhat enjoyable. It's not the best shooter I've played by far, but you know, it's still the story is very interesting. Um, but besides that, it's not really a standout game. And I remembered why I shelved it a couple of months ago, but I'll have to go back to it, I guess. Also,
It's
so, go ahead. Sorry.
Sounds just saying it's been out a year now. It's
Yeah.
not their game, hard to believe.
Yeah, it's been out a year.
I like to try it out. I probably might just rent it though, but I'm probably gonna buy it anyway, because I'm sure it's pretty damn cheap
I think it's
nowadays.
pretty cheap. It didn't really break any records or anything. You know, it's
No,
not a
like
standout game, as I said. You know.
even though THQ put a lot into it though, marketing
Yeah,
and
they
stuff
did.
there.
Yeah, I remember the marketing for that game was nuts. It was pretty crazy, but
And I believe the studio who done it's dead now. I believe.
I think so. I
I think
can't.
it was Chrome who did it. I believe. I forget.
Was it Chrome or Chaos? I can't remember.
I can't.
I think it's Chaos. Chaos Studios.
Chaos. I think I was it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chaos Studios. I think they went under, didn't they?
Yeah. After this came out.
Yeah. So there's your sign. That's I mean, it's an okay game. It's not groundbreaking or anything. It's pretty standard as a shooter, as shooters go. I've been playing. I played also, if talking about frustration, Trials Revolution. Played a little bit of multiplayer. That was really cool. With Darren and a couple of other people. That's pretty fun. Played some single player, and I'm up to the not the extreme tracks, but just before that,
The hard
the
ones.
hard ones, yes. And geez, fuck this game. I mean, really. God damn.
Fuck you, Charles!
I'm just trying to get through. Like I got through the first track pretty easily, so I said, "Oh, it's not bad." Get to the second track, fall. I'm like, geez, very first like stunt you have to do to get through the rest of the track. Kept falling all the time, falling. So I said, well, okay, well, I'll try the next track. Go to the next track, get through maybe a quarter of it, and get to a place of falling all the time. So I said, yeah, I don't think this game is for me anymore. So I just, stopped playing. It's a great game, but it's very, very frustrating, very tough,
Yeah.
and it's very hard to see when your friends got zero continues, and they did the track that you're trying to do, that you're trying to get through the first
Yeah.
checkpoint, and they did it in one go, and you're like, fuck, man, how did they?
But it's
How
not
the
like that.
fuck
But
did
they
they
pretty
do?
much, they pretty much just probably practice their ass off as well for some of the tracks.
Yeah, like I'm not the
Like
kind. I'm not the kind of guy who's gonna sit there for 5 hours trying to do one
on the
track.
one track, no, I couldn't do that either though.
So
Even though I fucking sat down and did fucking end of fucking Killzone 2 for like 2-3 hours, which is hard to believe, but I did.
yeah, I remember the ending of that being pretty torturous.
It was just basically the thing before the actual boss fight with Radek.
Yeah,
It was like that section.
yes, I remember.
Fucking hated it.
Oh yeah, that was.
I was just pissed off.
Yep, that was pretty tough. I remember that one.
Because you're in that room and then you basically, these guys came in the windows and fucking just shooting you, and you basically don't know where you're supposed to, you have to keep moving.
Mm-hmm.
Really was annoying though. It took me 2-3 hours to do that, and then I think it took me 2 goes then to beat Radek. Like Radek was
Yeah.
a fucking cakewalk.
Yeah, you get some games like that. You're like, oh man, this is tough. It's like the last game I did that had this type of thing was Kingdoms of Amalur. Like the boss before the final boss kicked my ass pretty much like a couple of times. Then got through him, got to the final boss, did it in one go. So I was like, okay, that's pretty weird. But anyway, some games are like that, I guess.
Yeah, God of War is pretty much that. That's the game for me in terms of that. There, the one every time if I ever says something like that, and for example, it's like, yeah, Killzone 2 and God of War, because the Kratos clones part near the end before you
God.
actually,
Yeah.
yeah, you know what I'm talking about, Derek.
Well,
The
even
most
Ares after that was tough.
the most frustrating part, the most frustrating part for me ever in a game was in God mode.
Yep. Yeah, I did that too.
I did it in God mode, and god damn, I was so fucking pissed.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Ares, like yeah, the thing afterwards is not that easy either, because you're basically it's like this meter. It's not like energy bars thing. It's basically this like meter back and forth meter. You have to basically keep hitting it with the sword, to build your side of the meter up, or else if he hit you then as well. But like, I just found that easy though compared to the part
I guess
before.
I had a harder time with Ares than the clones, but they were both like,
No,
throw
but
your controller moments. That's for sure.
yeah, like the clones part I fucking hate though. Like, it's just because the fact is there's just so many come though, and you have to keep protecting the fucking your family.
Yeah.
And this like thing though, and like fucking some of them, you basically spam your magic, spam fucking everything, trying to basically do. Oh man, I hate that part with a passion. I was like nothing like that in God of War 2 or 3. Well, actually, God of War 3, there is a part now that I actually stuck on. It's near the end of it. It's just basically this room. It's basically this gauntlet room, pretty much, which is really annoying. I did it in doing it in chaos mode, and it's annoying as well. So anyway, continue on, Dennis.
No problem. So that's it for trials. Might go back. I'm a glutton for punishment, I guess. So I might go back and try a couple of tracks, but we'll see how that goes. With Diablo and Max Payne coming out, I don't think I'm going to go back to a whole lot of games that I've been playing for a little while anyway. Rainbow Six Vegas 2, Terrorist Hunts with Darren and our friend Stan. We did.
I think you mentioned that already.
Did I? Did I
I
mention
think you
Rainbow
might
Six?
have.
I
I don't know. I
don't think so.
forget. I'm forgetting. I was like 5 minutes ago. Jeez, short-term memory loss now.
Yeah, we did some of that. Still a great game, and I'll go quickly on that one. And the game I've been playing the most this week is MLB 12 The Show. I've actually gotten, let's say, back into it. I completed my 3rd season as a starting pitcher for the White Sox and started my 4th season. And now I'm playing on the hardest difficulty level in the game. So it's like a huge leap from second hardest to hardest. So I'm still I'm still pretty decent, but it's really harder than it was on the second highest difficulty. I got my ass whooped a couple of times, but I guess that's part of getting used to the hardest difficulty. But I'm still really enjoying it. It's more fun because on the second highest, I used to win pretty much all my games. Like it's give like
Yeah,
0,
just yeah,
1
just
point.
it just gets pretty like tedious then when you're finishing all the time. You just want that sort of little extra level of challenge.
Yeah, it just gets really boring. So I said, okay, I'm gonna play the hardest, and the hardest is pretty tough. Like if you play against really good teams, you're sure to get your ass whooped pretty easily if you just leave a pitch just a little bit on the right sweet spot. They hit home runs or they hit So you got to watch what you're doing, and that makes it even more enjoyable. So really, really liking MLB 12 right now, and probably gonna play some more of that for sure before the 2 games I'm getting next week hit next Tuesday. So we'll see about that. So that's pretty much what I've been playing this week.
If I ever actually, like the thing is, I go on eBay sometimes and see that game, like it's like some people are selling it here, like like retail, like these specialist
Hmm.
things here on eBay though, for those kind of games, but like they're £50 or something,
Yeah, they must
way
sell
over
them
the
really expensive.
retail price,
Hmm.
because like import though. I don't know, I like to try it out though anyway. I wish there was some sort of easier way, like some demo or something would have been great, but because like I could just buy it now like £50 or whatever, or 40, £50, like go get it and like play it for like 10 minutes or something. Oh fuck, why did I buy this game?
Yeah, you don't know if you're gonna like it. Is there a demo available?
No,
No.
just I wish I was though. But like I said, this game doesn't come out here, so there wouldn't be anyway here.
Okay.
It came out in the Vita as well this year, so it did.
It did, yeah. It did come out on the Vita. But it's a great game. I think it's the best baseball game you can buy right now on the market. It's very, very good. I really enjoy it. So I guess we should move on to Derek. Derek, your turn.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
So yeah, the first thing I played right after we recorded the podcast last week, the gentleman's challenge for me chosen by Dennis was the Minerva's Den DLC for Bioshock 2.
Hmm.
Yeah, I seen you basically after we did the podcast
Yeah.
and when we were online, you basically went straight on to it. I seen that.
Yeah.
Yep, and I finished it that night. It took me maybe 4 or 5 hours at the most.
Hmm.
So you're a gentleman.
I guess
Yeah.
so, yeah.
You made it.
Do I get an achievement or something?
Yeah, you get
Yeah,
this.
achievement 50 points. Gent status.
So yeah, I did enjoy it. I don't think I enjoyed it as much as everybody else, like all the praise that it received from Brad, and when
Hmm.
he was talking about it so much about that on that E3, or not the E3 but the
Oh yeah,
Game of the Year podcast. I still
yeah, the hour-long flipping deliberation.
I enjoyed Shadow Broker more, but it is definitely really good, and it was nice to get back into Bioshock 2 because the gameplay of that game is really fun.
Yeah.
Um, what I actually ended up doing for this DLC is focusing on the security bots and the hacking, which I normally don't do.
Hmm.
So I leveled up the security command plasmid, where you can summon your own security bots.
Yeah, that's
So I was rolling around constantly with 2 different security bots the whole time, and it's it helps a lot because it distracts the enemies, and you can just shoot them with your laser cell gun, or spear gun,
yeah,
or
yeah, it
rivet
helps a
gun, or
lot.
whatever.
Hmm.
So that was kind of neat because I definitely hadn't done that in the previous 2 games, and I tried to focus on hacking a bunch, hacking turrets, and well, I always hack the machines, to get a discount and everything.
Yeah.
But I do like there's some new weapons in that. Like there's that laser cell gun,
Yeah.
and then there's another one too.
Oh man,
Can't
it's
think.
been a long time for me. I can't really remember the other one.
I think I mostly use the laser cell, but I constantly switched between different weapons depending on who I was fighting. Like if it was a little or a big sister, or, big daddy.
Mhm.
So
Did you like the ending of it?
yeah, I think it was kind of spoiled for me though. I was like,
Okay.
well, because last week you said when we were doing the hints, you said
Yeah.
you play as a black guy.
Okay.
I was like, oh, I bet you it's that guy that's talking, like at the very beginning. That,
Okay.
Good job, Dennis.
Yeah. Kind of spoiled it with that one.
So, but even then, I was thinking, okay, there's gonna be some weird twist where this guy is the player, or this guy's the bad guy, this guy isn't, who he says he is, or whatever. So,
Yeah.
I guess I'll try not to spoil it for anybody else that may not have heard it, but it was definitely really good, and there's some touching moments at the end there. I definitely recommend playing it if you have Bioshock 1 or 2.
Hmm.
I would say Bioshock 2 is worth the $10 it costs to buy now. You can buy it pretty much anywhere for $10.
I think it's $10 now. Yeah.
And then the DLC, which it was on sale when I bought it. Man, it's been on sale numerous times, I believe.
Hmm.
I definitely did enjoy it. I kind of wish there was more DLC for that, or just more Bioshock, because I really like that world.
Mhm.
There's just like multiplayer stuff for it. That
Yeah,
was really it.
there is, and I went into that briefly to try. I was like, oh, maybe I'll try and get some achievements, multiplayer. But the people that are in there, they know exactly what they're doing. They know how to do like instantly. And so actually, I was lucky to get one achievement. There was one for killing a Big Daddy in multiplayer. And so
I think I might have got.
there
Yeah,
was
I
a
think I
guy
might have
running
got.
around that hadn't gotten a Big Daddy suit, and his health was down to almost nothing. So
Okay.
luckily, I came up behind him and just finished him off, and I got the achievement. But yeah, I don't know. I guess that could be fun if you're playing with people you know. But I'm not really into the competitive multiplayer.
Yeah, I think I played like a bit of it when it came out though, but that was really it though. It was alright. It's decent
That was
enough.
pretty decent. Yeah, it was a decent multiplayer.
I played worse.
Yeah.
Yep.
The Darkness, for
Oh
example.
god.
God
I was gonna
damn,
mention
that's horrible multiplayer.
that. That was
Darkness 2?
Darkness
No
1,
Darkness.
the first one.
Oh, what's the
That was
multiplayer on that? I guess I never even played it.
It's just basically your bog standard flipping like, deathmatch and that there stuff. It's just really like, yeah.
Huh,
it was
I guess I
really
did.
It's just, it just basically seemed just like an afterthought after like the great single
Mhm.
player.
Yeah.
The second game was really good. The multiplayer was it's co-op mode
Yeah,
and
it was really good.
Yeah, it's fun, yeah, definitely.
So after I finished that, I was like, okay, Dennis, I finished my gentleman's challenge. What's next? So I guess
Yeah.
you sort of picked Torchlight for me, or I kind of picked it.
Yeah, you kind of hinted that you wanted that you were almost done with it. I think. I said
I
okay.
was I was about halfway through.
Mm-hmm. I
So
said okay,
I've
go with that.
yeah, I've been playing that for the past week. A half hour to an hour every night. And
Mm-hmm.
I did finish the main story mode last night. And I had some trouble with the Xbox Live. It was down for a while, and I guess I had to restart my modem and restart my router to get it to work again.
Okay.
Did you guys have any
Uh,
trouble at all?
No.
I had like trouble there, like over the. I did mention briefly on Twitter there during the week about like some reason flipping went in the dashboard, the blades,
Yeah.
and my achievements thing was at naught.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Oh,
saw your tweet about it.
yeah.
And I was like, oh fuck, please don't tell me this is this fucking thing now where I'm branded a cheater or something where my gamer score's been deleted.
Yeah.
Because that's the first thing I thought. I was like, oh god, please don't. I'm so close to fucking 100,000. And fact is, I never fucking did anything like that. I never did I never did cheats like that now.
Okay.
Because like back in the day, when like the Xbox gamer score was like really big, now like just basically people just use these like devices to like download saves and get the achievements like easily.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then Microsoft started like finding out these cheaters then and deleting all their gamer score
Yeah.
and banning them like I don't know if they still actually do that now.
I think they do.
But
Probably.
there's basically they basically delete your gamer score and go back to naught, and then like under your profile you're just like branded a cheater or something.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, you weren't allowed to get achievements for those games ever again as well, which was a nice touch.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
So Torchlight, yeah. I was about halfway through. For those that don't know, Torchlight was originally a PC game, and then it got released on Xbox Live Arcade. It's very similar to Diablo or Baldur's Gate or Champions of Norath. And I played as an alchemist class, which is kind of like the magic user class.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of specialized in having pets. So everybody gets a pet. You either get like a dog or a cat, and then you can transform it into various things
Okay.
depending
Yeah,
on what fish you catch.
Okay.
yeah.
So we have that, and then I also have some abilities where if you kill an enemy, you can summon a minion from their corpse. And I have 2 minions that I can summon, and I also have 2 different robots that I can summon as pets. One of them is like a melee robot, and the other one is a ranged robot that uses this laser blast.
Okay.
So I can have like 5 pets going on, with me the whole time. So I just let them, go into the fray, and I just stand back and blast them with my, I think it's called a Ember Lance. It's like a constant stream of laser blast almost. You just hold the button down, and it keeps on going until you run out of mana, basically.
It's pretty much like I think just saying that there just reminds of that particle rifle in Mass Effect 3.
Collector rifle, yeah, yep. So I mean, overall, the game is really easy. I think it might be a little too easy, and
Okay.
it gets kind of boring because it's a lot of the same enemies, a lot of the same, world level design. There's 35 different levels, and like every 4 or 5 levels you face a boss. And there's a story, but I didn't really pay attention to it.
Okay.
So it's really just, a loot game where you want to try and get better loot constantly, just like Diablo.
Yeah.
So I finished the main story, and then I've been working on the last achievement, which is get your fame up to the max. There's like 2 different experience. There's regular experience, and then there's your fame. The thing is, I don't really know what fame is for. I don't know if it makes you get better items or makes the enemies easier or makes you stronger. I don't know. But in any case, I'm up to 24 in my fame, and I think the max is 30 or 33. So I've still got a ways to go because it takes quite a while to get your fame up. My character level is level 31, I think now, and the max is 50. So I'm sure by the time I get my fame maxed out, I'll be at the max level. But the last couple levels or the last few floors were pretty tough. Like my character is not good on defense, so if I get hit, I take quite a bit of damage. So if I don't have my pets, up in front of me, then I'm gonna get my ass kicked really quick. And the problem is sometimes some of these levels are very narrow, like very narrow paths, and a lot of the pets will get stuck on like stairs and different like corners and turns in the level. So sometimes they get stuck way back, and I either have to wait for them to catch up, or just go ahead and try and fight everything on my own. But the last few levels are kind of tough. I died a few times, and then now there's like this bonus area. We're in this like tomb, and those guys are way tougher than the regular levels. But I mean, I do enjoy the game. It's a fun game for loot whores like me. I guess I wish that there was more variety in the loot. It's still kind of standardized. I don't get like a whole lot that I use. I just pick it up and be like, it's crap. Sell it. Occasionally you'll find something that's pretty tough and you'll get a gold item, but
That's pretty much the thing with Borderlands with me. Sometimes, like during the later half of the game, there's got a lot of stuff, and it's like it's like usually just once in the blue moon I get something that's better.
Yeah, that was definitely the case with Borderlands. You don't even need to pick up anything, later on because you have so much money too.
Yeah, but the problem is, but if you died though, you lose loads of money. Like the more you have, the more you lose.
That's true.
Which sucks.
Yeah. Just like a percentage that you lost.
I really hope. I assume they'll probably be doing it in the sequel though, but I just hope they don't do it.
Well, it's a
That's the
penalty
thing.
for dying. I guess that's
Yeah.
what you get. Since you respawn pretty much at the same place, and there's no real penalty. I guess that's the ideal.
That was just the one thing. That's the one thing I really hated in that game though.
Yeah, you do lose a big chunk of money when you die.
Yeah. I still love that game though.
Yep.
Yeah.
The last thing that I played is the Minecraft Xbox 360 edition, the trial version. I didn't actually buy it. I had never played Minecraft, but I had heard all the people, talking about how awesome it is and everything, so I thought I'd give it a go. And I had watched the quick look on Giant Bomb that I found absolutely hilarious.
It was pretty
Well,
funny.
I've actually watched it a couple times, and I still laugh at the same parts. It's so funny.
Yeah.
I have to watch that.
I don't know, it must just be my sense of humor or something, but at the very end, what Jeff does to Brad, it's hilarious.
He does the bad stuff.
Yeah.
Birds that died or something.
No, not really, but
Destroys
Sort
them.
of.
yeah.
So, I did enjoy what I played with Minecraft. I guess the only thing I didn't like is how when it turns night, then all the monsters come out and will attack you if you're not sleeping.
If you don't have light or something like that.
Right. So at first I couldn't figure out how to build a house fast enough before it, turned dark. So it's like a different area you can run to that has a town that's already built. So I just, went into one of those houses and slept. And eventually I finally got a little house built. And then one night this creeper came up behind me that I didn't even see or hear. It just exploded and took out like half of my house. I was like, oh, what the fuck?
Oh,
So
great.
I rebuilt it, and then I got my bed inside, and I finally decided to sleep in my own house. And then for some reason, zombies still come in the house, even though I have the door shut and I'm trying to go to sleep. I don't understand
Okay.
what the deal is.
Ghost zombies.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, there's zombies or spiders or skeleton archers.
Okay.
So I mean, other than that, it is kind of neat just to like mess around and try and build stuff and craft different things and see what you can build. I can kind of see the appeal of it, but I don't think I would ever get into it and rebuild like Westeros or
Yeah.
Rapture.
Midgard or something, stuff like that. But I know people do, and it's pretty amazing, to see.
Yeah, that's probably the only thing I actually think is great about that game is just what people can create from that.
Yeah, that's the
Right.
the great part about that. I don't see myself building stuff
Nah,
in
like
Minecraft.
that's the only, I just don't really see the appeal of it, like spending ages, dude. I just like to see, like, well done for doing it though, but I wouldn't spend like 10 hours just creating that.
Yeah. Especially
So I
if
don't know.
you
I
get
guess if it,
attacked all the time. I don't know.
I think if the game goes on sale, I'll probably buy it. But
Okay.
It's like, yeah, it's like 1,600 points at the
Yeah,
moment.
$20.
$15.
Wow.
15, yeah. So
No, it's 20.
20,
isn't
16.
it?
Yeah.
1,600 points.
Oh,
1,200,
geez.
1,200's 15.
I was thinking it was 15. Oh, well, 20. Yeah, that's even more then. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it for me. I guess we want to pick a game for Darren for the gentleman's
Oh,
talk.
Yeah.
yes.
Just before I get into that there, Torchlight 2, there's actually beta happening at the moment as well. There's beta keys going right for it as well.
Yeah, but it's
So,
not like you can just go to GameSpot and get them. You have to
yeah,
find them on
basically have to,
Twitter
like,
or whatever.
yeah, it's just like those random ones though anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't.
When
I
is
have,
it at?
I
Is
have.
that a release date?
I don't know.
Probably soon anyway if if there's a beta happening.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm not
guessing
sure.
it's pretty soon.
So anyway, yes, let's see what my fate is now with this thing. So like earlier on, I think just maybe the day after or so, I just basically give both Dennis and Derek through Twitter and DM a bunch of games to choose from,
hmm
kind of random games. Would you agree?
Pretty random, yeah. That was pretty, out of the
There's a
blue.
pretty Yeah, there's a pretty few old one. There's like an old one or two in there though as well, and I assume they might choose one of the games I had on there, but then again, maybe not.
Well, we,
So anyway, give me hints first of all, and if you say if it is fucking Dead Space 2, I'm ending this podcast right now.
it's not Dead Space 2. Don't worry.
I will get into it eventually. Don't you guys worry.
Yeah, we chose for you, I guess. We had narrowed it down to 3, me and Derek.
Yep.
And we pretty much agreed on the game you should be playing almost instantly. We almost said, okay, well, yeah, that's the game you should play. So I guess, do we give him hints, Derek?
Yes, give me hints because I asked you to give.
It's from the past generation, previous generation.
Yes.
It's, I'm trying to give you hints that won't give too much away.
I think I know what it is already though.
I guess it's
RPG.
from, yeah, it's an RPG.
Yeah.
From people who actually develop a lot of RPGs, I guess you could say.
Yeah, I think I know what it is already. Because I think it's the only RPG I had on that list anyway, if I'm
So,
not mistaken.
I don't know. You might want to count a couple of those games as RPGs, but
yeah.
I actually forget. That's the only game. If it's a game I'm thinking of, I think that's the only game I can actually remember saying these. I forget what the other ones were.
So what do you
Actually, I actually check here on Twitter before.
check on Twitter? Or
Yeah, I think I could see my DMs, what I sent
because you
to
can't
guys.
remember.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see. Oh, fuck's sake.
I can read them out
No.
to you if you want.
Yeah, go ahead.
Deus Ex: Human Revolution, Yakuza,
Yes. Yeah, I can see it.
Alice Madness Returns,
Mhm.
Bioshock 2,
Yeah.
Zelda, was it Phantom Hourglass, and ST, I don't know what is ST.
Spare Tracks.
Okay, right. So the 2 DS games.
Yeah.
And then Star Wars, Knights of the...
Knights of the Republic 2, the Sith Lords, which is the game you've chosen for me.
Yeah.
You're pretty, yeah, that was the game we chose for you.
Yeah.
Did
So
you
have you played
ever
that
start
before?
it?
I did play it. Actually got quite into it though. I'll probably just start it though because it's been fucking years since I played it though. Like I got when it came out and I got it fair ways into it though, but then I got to this point where I just got stuck or something and then just stopped playing it.
Okay.
So unfortunately I'll have to start over again because
Can you?
it's one of those. It's a basically if you leave an RPG away long enough, you just have no idea where the
Yeah.
hell you're at.
Yep,
Do
that's
you? I think you can play it on the 360, right?
Yes, you can.
Okay. Cool.
I can vouch for that now.
All right.
I don't know what like, the thing is. Like, I say I got stuck though, and the thing is, I absolutely love Knights of the Republic. It's one of my favorite games of all time. It's my favorite game on the Xbox.
Mm-hmm. That was
I
pretty
know this
great.
one's done by Obsidian,
Yeah.
so it is.
Yeah, I like the gameplay is really good, and the game is really good up to a certain point, and then after that, it just kind of ruined it for me.
Right.
So I won't say anything until you finished it. But
Yeah.
Like, is it some sort of twist or something? I guess.
Yeah. I think I know what Derek's talking about, and yeah, I think you can qualify it as a.
no,
I
I
guess.
guess maybe my issue was it wasn't a twist. But
No. Okay.
let me know what you think. You know, if you finish it or if you decide to just quit, then we can discuss that further. But
Yeah. Probably not the best time to fucking do it now because I just put up a video actually on my YouTube today there of my summer backlog,
Mm-hmm.
hmm
which if you sort of get to remember I actually used to do back in GameSpot
Yeah.
a few years back as well. I know Steps to Death did it as well, where basically just picked a bunch of games to play through over the summer and just try to finish them try to finish all of them or as much as possible over the summer season.
Okay.
So I just picked 10 games, but I probably will do because the fact is none of them are RPGs.
No, that's
Don't-
better than.
So none of them none of them have picked are RPGs anyway though.
Okay.
And I guess I'll have the end of June to do this as well, or actually just give me the first week of July though, since it's a week later than what yous were given.
Yeah, beginning of July.
Okay.
I guess before I go on vacation, we can give it to you then. Beginning of July.
I'll be gone that first weekend, so
You'll be gone the first weekend of July. Okay.
I'll be back Sunday after the 4th.
I don't know if it's I don't know if that's a damn off or not.
I got to check when I'm leaving in July. I'm leaving.
I'm
on the
off.
5th.
Right, I'm off the last 2 weeks of July though. Anyway, that's when I'm off on my holidays. So, I'll just have to wait and see anyway. We could just leave it till the next week anyway. But like, I basically just make the deadline anyway. I said the end of June, so
Yeah,
a
that's
week from
cool.
the end of June. So what's that? What 7th of July, 6th or 7th of July?
Yeah, well, I'll be gone from. I won't be here at that time. So.
Yeah, but I'll basically do it till then anyway though. And if I don't do it, we could just basically talk about it the podcast after that.
Cool.
If we actually still do it, if we still do this
Yeah.
podcast, but then we never know. 3 months is like, oh fuck this.
Yeah, you never know. You never know what's gonna happen.
Yeah,
But there you go. That's your challenge. So.
yeah. Yeah, I'm actually glad you picked that because I actually do want to try that again. Because like I said, I really enjoyed the first one, and I was enjoying this one though, but just got to a point I got stuck though.
Mhm. It is a great
just-
game.
Stopped playing it. Yeah.
So there you go.
Was that your first choice or not?
Yeah, probably would say so. Yeah, Yakuza game actually is one of the games in my summer backlog. So it'd be quite silly if you actually chose it. It's like okay, I've already. Well, that's okay. I guess I make that first in my backlog to do then because I've already chosen it. But like,
I don't think that was even on our final
you
list.
probably never heard. You never heard of it.
Oh, I've heard of it, but
What was the other 2 games, if you don't mind me asking?
What would you 6? I think we chose.
DSX, yeah,
Bioshock
it seems.
2.
Bioshock Infinite.
Yeah, basically the games you've played.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't played Deus Ex.
Oh, you haven't? Okay.
No.
Well, I didn't. Pretty good game.
Yeah. I think I want to try to go back to Alice Mountain Returns as well, because I actually quite like it, though. I just got to like the third chapter in it and stopped playing it. It's a good game as well.
Yeah.
So anyway, let's get going into our final topic now, is of course what we've been watching, our TVs and movies, and, well, jokingly here, Des put down porn.
God.
Everybody watches that, so I guess,
I don't. A lot of men, all the fucking males. Well, some of them don't now, but like
Yeah, right.
basically, entire male population, all male population watch porn
Yeah,
in one form or another.
exactly.
So anyway, let's get going. I'll go with Derek first.
Okay.
What
Well,
have you been watching?
like both of you, I have watched the latest Game of Thrones episode.
Episode
Yes.
6. Yes.
Just basically let you know, guys. Yeah, we watch basically every week here, every episode now until the season ends, which will be like 4 weeks time or so.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be mentioning Game of Thrones.
Yep.
Because
Probably, yeah.
we all love that series.
Yeah, I think it was a really good episode. It kind of ended really abruptly, and I was like, oh, fuck, I have to wait till next week.
Yeah, that was,
Yeah, I was just like, you fucking cliffhanger. I was like, what? Who the fuck was that cloaked guy? Is that thing or
I don't know.
someone else? Like, I was like, oh fuck's sake, darn it.
yeah, that was a pretty good cliffhanger. The beginning of the story, the beginning of the episode was awesome also. Really liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed Tyrion slapping Joffrey.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
always great. That's always,
Give him a piece of his fucking mind.
yeah.
So I don't know how much detail we want to go into, but
Yeah, let's not.
Well, basically, you could say spoilers though. If you don't want to listen to this part, then just skip it.
Yeah, fast forward.
Just basically fast forward it to the end though, because we'll be talking about it then in detail if you don't want if you don't mind.
Yeah, let's spoil.
He's already fucking.
yeah. So somebody took the dragons, which I don't know who.
Yeah.
They
Who
were-
took the dragons? That's a big. Has to be somebody. Has to be one of the 10 guys there. One of the 10.
Yeah, is it one of the? And then he killed a bunch of her,
Regards.
people.
Or Dothraki, the Dothraki.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I'm
So-
guessing. Is it with that Spice guy?
Yeah, it could be like one of them guys. Yeah, it's like one of those. I think it might have been 13 or something. Or it was like there was one of those like 10
Right.
or
It was a 13,
13.
I think. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
13. Yeah, the 13. That was it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing as you guys.
But you never know. It could be someone's like, oh, jeez, never saw that coming. Like the start of the episode where Theon Greyjoy came and basically took over Winterfell. Like, jeez, that was a bit
Yeah.
surprising.
Yeah, because he was wasn't he going to some weird like fishing or not weird, but some small fishing village?
Yeah.
Because like
he
his
was-
father didn't trust him to do anything major.
Yeah, I just basically do this like fucking silly job that basically anyone could do. And then I think he was talking to like the first mate guy or something. And I was like, we should just do this. Like we were talking about, it's like, won't go here then. And then we found out it was actually Winterfell.
Mhm.
And he
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
beheaded that Sir Roderick.
Yeah, Sir Roderick.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was just basically one of the like
Fuck.
curs there or whatever. Yeah, which is like, ooh, that was gruesome.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
really. Wow.
Because he didn't even use an execution sword or anything.
Yeah, he was
Good.
basically used, I think, his own sword, wasn't it? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
basically had to fucking go through it like several times before he actually chopped the head off.
Yep. That was gruesome. That was pretty heavy. So yeah, it was a
So
good
yeah, he's a
episode.
prick, just like just about everybody else.
Yeah, he's turning into major prick now as well.
Yeah.
Still not Joffrey level just yet though, but I mean he's getting there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think when Rob gets him, he's gonna hit you against him.
Oh yeah. Well, don't know what happens though. Like I said, I could read the books and find out, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I hear that they're really long, and it's kind of like a hard read as well.
Yeah, like I read some of the first one, and it's like it's fine though. It's just a bit hard. It is a bit of a hard read though. The way.
Yeah, the first one is the Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Like he goes
This
into real detail about everything,
Yep.
like the
That's
Yeah.
buildings and the world settings and everything.
Yeah, pretty much like like Tolkien did with Lord of the Rings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I hear. Yeah. Anything else you want to mention about that episode?
Yeah,
Uh,
it's not.
I forget.
Besides
I think
that,
those were
it's
the
not.
major points.
Yeah, I think they were
Yeah.
just basically those major points. They aren't taking over Winterfell. Someone stole Daenerys Targaryen's dragons, and
And that one,
basically.
was it the wildling chick or whatever she is they
Oh
took as
yeah,
slaves,
Yeah.
escaped at the end with the two Stark boys.
yeah, Bran. I forget what the other one's
Yeah, I don't
called.
know.
Hmm.
So it
But
looks
yeah,
like
yeah,
they're going to be hunting for them the next episode.
Probably.
oh
Oh,
yeah,
and then Arya almost got caught
yes,
as being, like a Stark kid.
yes,
Yeah.
that's right. And told that guy who was at the cage top as well. Basically, kill him as
Yep.
soon as possible.
Yep.
Yeah.
And basically, just open the door.
I was like, oh
With an
fuck, and then he just falls
fuck,
off.
and then
He falls down.
he got like a dart or something in his neck.
Yeah.
Then yeah,
Yeah.
yes, yeah, it was pretty
Can't
awesome.
wait to
Yeah,
see
that's
who the next victim's gonna be. For it.
yeah.
Yeah, I thought for sure she was going to say Joffrey, like right away, like the first one. I wonder
Yeah.
what the guy would do.
Yeah, but that's like, yeah, but that'll be basically like, I think she's just trying to do certain things around here, because like that'll basically like fucking long stretch, pretty much.
Hmm.
Well, yeah,
Try
you'd
go and
think so, but who knows?
assassinate the king, kinda.
Hmm.
All right. The only other thing I've really been watching is Transformers Master Force, which was just released for the first time in the United States on DVD. Which
Okay.
Transformers Master Force is one of the 3 Japanese-only series that ran after the original Generation 1 cartoon ended in like the late 80s.
Hmm.
So it lost popularity here in the United States, and then they canceled it, and it continued on in Japan for a while. There was Transformers Headmasters, Transformers Master Force, Transformers Victory, and then there was an OVA episode, Transformers Zone, which was just one episode, but then they canceled that because that wasn't popular.
Okay.
So they're finally releasing those series over here on DVD for the first time ever.
Japanese dub?
Yeah,
Or
yep,
English dub?
Japanese dub with just subtitles.
Okay, okay.
The subtitles are really kind of weird because they're using a lot of the English names for the characters, even though
Hmm.
they're obviously speaking the Japanese name.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
then they're not translating some other names, which is really inconsistent and it's kind of annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's because of a Hasbro making them do that or what. I don't know. I guess I would have preferred there's just straight up translation, just like man.
Probably Michael Bay.
I hope not.
Yeah, you can't use Starscream. Fuck that.
Yeah.
I own the rights, bitch.
So a lot of people like this show, but I guess I'm not really into it as much as so far. I mean, I'm up to episode 16 or so, and there's probably like 40 or 50. There's a lot of episodes.
God damn. Okay.
I guess the one thing that throws me off is the human characters that are main characters in the show,
Mhm.
which was always
When
a
did
problem.
when did this originally come out now?
88.
88, right.
Yeah, 1988. I think the series ended in the U.S. in like 87.
Okay.
There's these human characters that are kind of the main character, or not some of the main characters in the show. There's 3 kids who are headmasters. They somehow have the ability to transform into the heads of Transformers. So like they drive around, one of them has a police car. Actually, 2 of them have like police cars, and then one is like a fire truck. And then when the car transforms, they turn into the head of the Transformer, which doesn't
Okay.
really make any sense to me, but that's
weird.
the way it is. And then there's also these other characters called Pretenders, which are Transformers that are pretending to be humans.
Okay.
So they're like Transformers with a human shell on the outside. So
Okay.
I mean, that was the big gimmick for a while there at the end with the toys, and then they put it in the show. And I don't know. I guess I don't really like those characters as much, but I know there are a lot of fans of them around the world. I guess the big now and the episodes I'm watching now, the main focus is this Jinrai character, who is a god master. So this is a human guy named Jinrai, and he transforms into an engine that hooks on to the vehicle. And this Jinrai character he's basically the Optimus Prime character, like the original truck and everything.
Okay.
But he becomes like the engine of him when he transforms. It's kind of weird. And there are a couple other Decepticon God Masters too, but they're a couple different jets, and they turn into the engines of the jets. So I mean, I don't know. It's okay so far. I'm not really too much into it, but I definitely do want to watch all these Japanese episodes because I've never seen them before, even though they've been available, in fan sub, or you can import the Chinese ones, or the I think there's some UK ones too. So, in any case, that's pretty much all I've been watching.
Okay, so Dennis, go ahead and what you've been watching.
No, I'm gonna make this pretty quick. We already talked about Game of Thrones, so I watched that. Everybody knows, and not much else besides that. I think I talked about the final episode of Eastbound and Down, which I watched. I don't know if I talked about it, but that was the final, I guess, episode of this season. Kind of weird the way it finishes, but it's rather funny the way they just try. I don't know if it's the series finale, but it finishes in a weird way. Like the main character fakes his own death, and then comes back. He has like blonde hair and comes back to his family, and he's like, I faked my own death. I didn't want paparazzi after us and stuff like that. And his wife just goes, well, you could have just brought us with you to Texas because he was pitching in the major leagues for Texas. He said, you could have just brought us with you and avoided all this. And he's like, yeah, I guess. So I don't know if they're going to continue the series or what with the next season's coming up. But yeah, that's pretty much what I've been watching. Not a lot of TV this week for me, I guess. So I guess
What about the porn you've been watching?
Talk about that in the next episode. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, make that 10. Wait till episode 30. Make it XXX special.
Yeah, that's right.
Pretty much. Not a lot for me either, though. Pretty much Game of Thrones. We already talked about it, though. Like I watched the episode 5, which I didn't watch last time, and it really was pretty. The end start of it. What happened with the whole shadow thing.
Mm-hmm.
Was pretty surprising indeed with what happened one of the characters got killed,
Mm-hmm.
and well, someone else was blamed for it, of course,
Yep.
and pretty much on the run as well. A lot of characters be on the run in this series, so they do, from flipping things they did not do. But like I said, love that series, love that show. Just can't get enough of it. Loved last episode there, and hopefully it picks up pace. So, I believe someone who has read the books believes it gets really good though the end of it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a good sign anyway. And basically, I think I mentioned this last week as well. Still watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer on Netflix.
Okay.
I should be watching something other things though. Even though, like I already watched the entire season, but I just really just feeling watching old episodes of that series. So I'm really enjoying it though.
Are you watching it and actually sitting down, or are you just kind of watching it and doing something else?
No, actually sitting down and watching it. So yeah, like I said, watching it on Netflix now. I do really like that show though. Anyway, as I said last week though, I maybe because I have like a crush on Sarah Michelle Gellar, but I know a lot of people felt the same way when that was on back in the late 90s, early 2000s. That's pretty much all. I'd say it's just watched Frasier and stuff like that though. But that's pretty much it I've been watching though, so not a whole lot either.
Alright.
So anyway, that will do it for episode 7.
Yep.
Lucky number 7 of the United Gamedom podcast. I've been your host, Darren. Thank you, Dennis.
Thank
you,
you.
Derek, for joining me once again.
Yep.
And just basically once again to remind you that there won't be an episode next week because I'll be working next weekend, and I don't like work. I won't like to do a podcast before work. There is people out there to do that. There's one podcast I listen to do, but I just couldn't do that. So it'll be 2 weeks from today, and we'll be doing another podcast. So stay tuned for it then.
Yep. Of course.
So, before we go as well, we'll go once again. Leave us reviews on iTunes. Haven't got any yet, but I know there's people have been downloading iTunes. Just subscribe to us on iTunes. Follow us on Twitter. I'm DarrowM85 on Twitter.
I'm D-Boy Dead on Twitter.
And I am GigastormZ on Twitter.
And also, once again, follow Jose Canseco.
Yes.
Oh, God.
Always.
I imagine that every episode now just to please Dan.
Yes, we should.
I haven't noticed as many retweets lately.
No, he's been
Yeah.
quiet.
Did he die?
I don't know. He's been quiet. He's been pretty quiet.
Yeah, there's still a lot of retweet that Dennis brings though. Just still random fucking shit that he says though. Pretty much anyway at the end of the day.
Yep.
So anyway, that's it, and stay tuned for episode 8 in 2 weeks' time, and hopefully we'll get some guests on soon, which will make the podcast go twice as long at that rate. So anyway, guys, take care, and thank you for listening. Ciao.
Bye-bye.
Later.